Hello everyone, my name is Aaron and I hope you all are doing well. I'm making this video because of some of the correspondence I have with you guys, and many of you are struggling to the point where you feel like you're totally out of strength and you're about to break. And some of you are walking on the edge of hopelessness. And I want to minister to you guys, encourage you guys, and shed some real truth in your situation, and also give you some advice. All of you, I'm sure, have asked God to heal you at this point. And when you ask God in faith to heal you, saying, God, please heal me of my current sufferings, my conditions, and God doesn't immediately heal you, it can only mean one thing, that He has something better for you through your suffering. That is why He's not healing you right now. And you have to believe that, because that is true. Because God said that He uses everything for your good. And if you ask Him in faith and He doesn't answer, He's got something better for you. So be encouraged with that fact and keep on praying. Lean on Him. And I encourage you to pray like this too. It's from Otto Koning, and it makes so much sense, is that when you ask God for anything, saying, Lord, please heal me from this condition, or do something even better. Because He will. Don't lose faith. Keep on praying. Stick with God. And through the prayer, you will always have a deeper sense of your need for God, and your faith will increase many times through the prayer time, while you talk to God one-on-one and you meditate on His sovereignty, His power, and His love for you. So keep on praying. And another practical advice I have for you is, when you're suffering so bad, where you feel like you're completely depleted of all your strength and you can't go on, pray and ask God for encouragement at that time. It's that simple. Just ask God, Lord, I need encouragement. Lord, please give me what I need at this time. I can't go on. I need you to intervene at this time. Lord, help me. Pray that I encourage you in faith. And if you need something that bad, if you're completely depleted, God will provide, and He will lift you up. He'll encourage you. And I've mentioned this in my other videos, and I'll bring it up again here. When I was maybe 2 weeks out of realizing that this is a battle, a spiritual battle, and that everything is for my good, I was struggling so bad one morning, getting up and trying to take a shower. I had no strength to carry on. I felt like I couldn't even walk. And I just cried out to God, saying, Lord, you know I'm at the end right now. I have no more strength. I feel like if I get hit one more time by the enemy, I'm going to lose it. Maybe lose my mind and just melt. I said, God, encourage me. Please help me. And that's all I prayed. And I dragged my body to work that morning. And I remember just opening up my cell phone and I checked Facebook. And it was a message from Facebook to me saying, you wrote this a year ago. And it was me declaring to everyone on my Facebook page that it's not about praying and asking for things that I want and need, but it's more about asking God to make His will my will and His life to become my life, for Him to live His life in and through me. And that just hit me. It just filled me with so much power and so much encouragement, because I knew that that is the reason why I was going through my trial. God answered me that morning, you're going through this because I'm answering your prayer. I'm making it a reality by breaking you. So He gave me the encouragement and the strength I needed at the right time. If He didn't come through for me there, I don't know how I would have survived. But what I'm saying is that He's going to do the same thing for you. When you are totally desperate and you're out of strength, He will provide at the right time. Ask in faith, and His grace will always sustain you. And good evidences in the Bible I'll talk about, and how this will work, or has worked for others, and it'll work for you. And not exactly the same way, but He'll come in and God will step in and rescue you. When Stephen was preaching, in Acts chapter 7 to the audience there that was very hostile towards them, and he eventually rebuked them strongly, and they were very mad, and he was about to get stoned to death. I don't know how much that hurts, but it's got to be crazy excruciating. You're getting hit by rocks until you are dead, and God knew that was going to happen. And this is what Acts 7 verse 54 through 56 says. When they heard this, they were furious and gnashed their teeth at him. But Stephen, full of the Holy Spirit, looked up to heaven and saw the glory of God, and Jesus standing at the right hand of God. Look, he said, I see heaven open and the Son of Man standing at the right hand of God. And then later they dragged him out and stoned him to death. I believe God gave him the encouragement that he needed to endure the stoning, to die well. God will give you exactly what you need at the right time. Stephen got to see Jesus standing at the right hand of God with heaven open right before he died, giving him enough strength and hope to endure through what he was going to go through. God will give you what you need. And I pray to God asking, God, give me another example of this. And for some reason, I think he gave me the idea of Samson. And this was after Samson killed 1,000 men, the Philistines, with the jawbone of a donkey. And Judges 15 verses 18 through 19 says, because he was very thirsty, he cried out to the Lord, you have given your servant this great victory. Must I now die of thirst and fall into the hands of the uncircumcised? Then God opened up the hollow place in Lehi, and water came out of it. When Samson drank, his strength returned, and he revived. So after he did all that of massive battle of killing 1,000 men, he really was about to die of thirst. And he cried out to God, and God made water come out of a hole, out of the ground. He will do that for us. When we need him, he knows when we need him. He's going to provide what we need at the right time. So hold on to these truths. I know you're in the fire. A lot of you are in the hottest part of the fire. And this is where your faith will grow the most. God is using this for your good. And I just want to remind you before I sign off the core truths. He is using all of your sufferings for your good. His grace will sustain you no matter what. And sometimes it will just have to be cold, blind faith to say, God, your grace will sustain me. And that's what Charles Trumbull says. No matter what. And use that if you need to. Just say it and believe it even though you don't feel any of it. And remember, you died and now it's Christ living in you, according to Galatians 2:20. So if it's not your life, these are not your problems. These problems belong to God and he will resolve every single one. And whatever decisions or circumstances you have to go through, always, as Charles Stanley says, obey God and leave all the consequences to him. And as Pastor David Wilkerson says, in light of all this, come what may, for my God is faithful. No matter what happens, you say, I'm not afraid of anything because my God is with me. And I happen to be wearing this shirt today, and it's a clear message, kind of. Proverbs 3:5. It doesn't say I got this, but that's what it means. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. So God, he has got it. He's got you. He's got your circumstances, your family, everything you care about. Give it to God because he has got it. God bless you.